Check the screen, folks. Check the screen. Brothers talking. Look, check the screen. And I'm saying to you, look, this is what I'm saying, man. Every time I find a cat that I'm like, yo, he's sturdy, man, trying like, come on, man. Come on. And the man's like, oh, he's getting bread. I'm like, nah, he sunned him. He sunned him. That's what I'm saying.
His face?
Look, I remember he sunned him because remember, his hands first. Think about when you hold a
you know what? I'll allow it, Mark. There's cultures, man.
No, man, it's not culture. It's not.
It's culture, Mark. You know why?
If that was my dad, I'd be like, Dad, why is he holding your hand? Like you his son.
My boy, yeah. I'm not gonna say the country, but I went to one of them culture weddings. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was last year. My boy married from his country, married a girl from his country. Culture wedding, yeah. Made the parents proud. And they were all doing some mad dance, yeah, and they're holding hands like that.
No, I hear that. You're talking about Moroccan, innit, where man do the dance.
No, it wasn't Moroccan. It's Middle Eastern. That's what I'm gonna say. Middle Eastern.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because this is where these brothers are from. But I'm saying, your son, man. What are you saying, Noble? Am I over analyzing this thing?
No. Surface level, yes, you're 100% correct. But as Discipline saying, culturally, a kiss on the left and the right cheek is not different, and it's not very dissimilar in a standard greeting. A very close embrace, holding. Yes, yeah, man. Some of them are very much chivili in that respect.
So what man's saying? This is not a subliminal sonning of Crawford.
No, I don't think so, man. I don't think
No. Yes, it is. He's showing his dominance as well because he knows that's not the African American culture, and he knows that's not American culture.
That's a father of 6, you know. That's a father of 6.
Come on, listen. If he can grab up Dana White's hand and drag him across the thing and say, "Yeah, man, we're doing this deal," and Dana White's skin teeth red as hell. Yeah, man, he's gonna do it to the African American sibling. Okay. That's how it's going, man. Dominance, man. This is my thing. Yeah.
Yeah. The money's different over there, man.
Yeah, the money's different, but
it's different.
It's life changing still. I know what they're saying.
Eubank said he said a wild figure, and the man just said yes in a heartbeat, you know.
No, but the family, this family, you see this family, my man's not even the main man. That's what I'm saying. Like
he's not even related to them. He works for them.
Who this Turkey?
He's not even related to them.
These man is a plating. You see the Man City owners. These man, the mans that own. It's a play. It's literally like man's playing Monopoly. I'm being serious.
Monopoly, yeah. Lego, man, Lego.
You can't scratch. You cannot even scratch the surface of how these men are moving. So if you see a man, I'm telling you, it's like this. This is Terence Crawford, probably one of the most decorated of the modern era, king of Nebraska. Yeah,
man.
No, you know what? I think you're going a bit too far. You know.
Harry, no.
You're going a bit too far. No, you're going to like man sitting on his lap or something.
No.
You're going to like man sitting on his lap.
All right. So if I was standing up there holding hands with him now, what would man say? Would you give me the pass?
Don't King used to hold hands with people. The psychopath.
Any.
It's not so much that he's holding hands. I'm not trying to say it's not unlike that. I'm just saying, is it a son thing? You know, like in America. In America, when a man he put his hand on your shoulder, that's a son. Like you watch Yayo, he says it. When a man put his hand on your shoulder, he's saying like yo. Or when a man rubs your head, he's sonning you. It's a disrespect. And we can't. I remember. Although I rate Crawford, yeah. Because I'm not saying that I'm taking it away from the brother, but I'm saying I would have said to the Sheikh, like, I hear what you're saying still, this is your culture, but yo, I'm a father of 6, you know, like, my son's, like, I couldn't answer that question, like, because it's not even like a, yo, hold on a sec, like, your hands, your fingers are interlocked, like you're crossing the road. So basically what you're saying is, yo, I'm paying you this money, but you're my son. Crazy Crawford, man. Crazy.
Hey, question, gentlemen. Question. So why is it that Mr. Crawford's so decorated and so talented? Why is he not just retiring and saying, "Yep, I've done everything"?
He hasn't made the bread.
Yeah, he hasn't made the real bread yet. The real.
So his
biggest payday is 10 mil. against that match.
So no, stop there, gentlemen. Please stop there. I mean, obviously, we're not falling out of control and thing like that. But I'm thinking, I do some work for somebody and I get 10 million. I'm not necessarily thinking about I need to work anymore, because that 10 million can do a lot just in interest alone. Interest alone.
Let me jump in there, Noble. So, true, what you're saying is true, but remember, a man might have spent his whole life getting to this level. When you get there, you can't leave money on the table. Like, Crawford can't leave. Like, after this payday, you can go, but you can't leave this kind of money on the table. Not when you've worked your whole life. And remember,
and it's there's no loss really, because
if you lose, just say the way. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a built-in excuse. You can just say, I dared to be great and it didn't work. But you got to remember, Crawford Noble, he's got 6 children. See what I mean? Bag of investments, this, that. So yeah, he needs this bread really. Like, he can't leave it on the table. But it is a dangerous fight, because I feel like, I don't know how you man feel, but I feel like Canelo kind of knows it's an easy fight for him, because he ain't even batted an eyelid, you know.
Well, that's all he's taking at the moment is easy fights, right? As far, correct me if I'm wrong.
He's not fighting this Benavidez brother on it.
Yeah, since the Evolve fight, he's been taking it easy.
Since who?
Since he lost to Bivol.
Yeah. I mean, what I will say is, with Benavidez, what I will say about Canelo, a lot of men might think I'm being a hypocrite. I think he's earned it, you know, Ari, to be able to just. I think he's earned it. Man, that's 4 killers, man. Come on, man. It's 4 killers, man.
You have to put respect on his name. I understand that, but you can't be, the excuses for the Benavidez thing's wild. You can't be turning down your mandatory, and then you're talking about, I don't want to fight Mexican, but then you're fighting was it Belanga?
Belanga, yeah, Eric Belanga.
Yeah. His excuse was, I don't want to fight another Mexican.
Both these men are in the game for the same thing now. They're just not leaving money on the table, because really Canelo can retire still now. He can.
Canelo can retire 10. Canelo can retire 10 years ago.
But he's just, remember, he's just collecting paydays after pay. Where we got it right here.
Not making money.
Make it.
Yeah, listen to the.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have it on this mixer. Sorry, but yeah. So Canelo's the kind of man who he's just not leaving nothing on the table. He's just like, I'm gonna get this bread. I mean, look at the picture. Yellow belt. What belt's that?
How much did he make for that Skull fight? Because
M's, man.
M's after M's. He could have won that. He could have won that fight with one arm. Skull. Who the hell Skull in anyway?
They said my man made like millions in that himself.
That's crazy. Yeah, I heard he made at least 5.
Beautiful money, man, for that fight. Beautiful.
And he ain't done nothing. When you check his record, he beat no one, you know.
Yo, you remember what? Like how we're still on here, yeah? Do you remember when I said about Bacoli that it'll be mash up after that fight? Did you watch the Bacoli fight? You watch it, Noble?
No, who was he fighting?
Some next African brother called
Ajabai.
Ajabai or something. But the brother was boxing beautifully, Noble, for the first piece of the fight. It was just like jabbing man, coming out of range, jabbing man right hand, coming out of range, just moving around the ring, just outpointing him, like just easy work. And then Bacoli just started walking him down, boss, just trying to bust through his guard. And I remember just thinking, damn, Bacoli's put some mileage on the clock, man, after that Parker fight. That's why I say it ain't always ideal.
Should have never took
it. And then you see, they robbed that brother, you know. They robbed the African brother because Bacoli lost that fight. They robbed him.
I heard people say Bacoli won that fight.
Nah, Bacoli definitely won the last 3 rounds, but that you can't just ignore what that brother did the first half of the fight. So I gave it to him, but I think the Sheik said, yo, you see, true, I took you out of your comfort zone. I'm not going to let you lose. Yeah. As long as you don't get knocked out, you're not going to lose. I think that's what's going on. And my man coming fat anyway, as well.
But he's always fat. That's the thing.
He's always the same thing. Hey, what about the AI judging? This AI judge thing?
I don't like that.
What do you think about that?
I don't like none of that stuff. I think you need human judges, man.
Of course.
Yeah. Because remember, the
Nuts,
AI
man.
How
don't
is
tell a
AI
story.
gonna know?
It
How can
doesn't tell.
AI see the impact?
That's what I'm saying. The AI can't. It can't. The AI can't score a fight properly. It just can't. AI is good for a lot of things, but not for something like that.
Not so analytical, not to analyze data and then to produce a result from it. Maybe to flip in your. It's all about, as with everything, and these people got to realize this and not to over put too much onto AI. What you put in, what the source material is going to dictate what's put out.
Yeah.
So this Ring magazine, the bias is already going to be programmed in. So that's always going to yield the result that needs to be yielded.
Facts.
The only way that be done in person is if you pay the judges, which potentially still done, to make the fights how they need to be made.
There's so much money wrapped up in this thing, in this Rider season thing, that I think mans just don't care. Like, remember when I was telling you, man, that there was a boxer who boxed on Rider season that I was able to conversate with. We ain't going to say his name, guys. But that brother told me it was a mad thing. He said it was crazy, like private. Like he went straight over there. When he's got there, he said when he's gone into his hotel room and said, "Wow, this is how man are moving." And then he's like saying, like, there's no expense too great. There's not, like, he's saying it's next levels boxing with these, man. So
Yeah, 'cause remember, it's the government. This is government spending.
facts.
You know what I mean? So
Well, look at
this is
Ivan
you know what I
Toney,
mean?
boss.
That's-
I'm surprised my man's still even playing football, man.
Mhm.
Is he doing well over there? Because you know I don't watch ball. Is he doing well over there? Or you don't follow it, Harry?
I don't follow Saudi, but I don't think I know Duran. I don't know if you know about Duran. He played for your team, Villa.
Nah.
His goals have dried up apparently, but he's making like $1 million a month. So he doesn't care.
Damn. So let me ask you something now then. Let me ask you something. This is something I don't know the answer to. When I used to watch ball, yeah, the England team used to be composed of Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, what's the other team? Chelsea. And then maybe if there was a bad boy playing for, like, say, Villa, they'd put him on the bench or something.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying, can a man play for the England team from the Saudi league? Like, is that league good enough that you can be a top striker in it and get picked for the England team?
There's no. Only Tony is over there from England. There's no one else, and since he's gone over there, he hasn't been picked.
Okay, so that means that so when you go to that league, what I'm trying to get at is, when you go to that league, is it like for money? Or
It's
can
all
you
about
play a
money.
good? Okay, so
It's
it's
all
not a
about
good. Have they got a good quality of football though?
It's not European level, but it's decent.
So could them, man? Let's say you put their best team in the championship, would they win?
I don't know, man. That's
okay.
hard.
Yeah,
and
that's
again,
what I'm saying,
I don't watch it enough to know. But I know Ronaldo's team is quite good, and the team Neymar played for are quite good as well. Nasser, I think they're called Nasser, and I don't want to butcher it. Itihad or something like that. They're the two best teams. They're quite good. They've got a lot of European players in their teams.
Okay.
And a couple Brazilians as well. But yeah, I couldn't tell you, man. But you know what it is? I will tell you this. There is politics when it comes to England, where like they don't like young players going abroad, for example. Like, you see what Bellingham did?
And Harry Kane plays in Germany, don't he?
Yeah, Harry Kane. But Harry Kane can be allowed because most of his prime was in the Premier League. But they don't like seeing young English talent going over to Europe. Bellingham got away with it because the talent's so great, they can't deny him.
Okay.
But if it's like an average player going over to like Portugal or Spain or something, you might not get a look in England in the team.
Is Bellingham still doing well over there?
Yeah. Real Madrid didn't have the best season, but he's doing well. Yeah, he starts every game.
Yeah, man, proper thing. That's a big thing. With my day, that was like one of the biggest teams, man.
Real Madrid still doing that thing.
Don't you remember that movie Gold back in the day? You remember that film?
Yeah. Santiago.
Classic film.
Was it Santiago Munez?
Yeah, man. Classic film, man. Classic business.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I think that's about it. Still.
Hey, quickly though, just to have a quick laugh. You see how Santiago got with the indigenous?
Run that back.
Okay.
I said, did you see in the film they made sure Santiago got with the indigenous?
Oh yes. You talk. Wait, hold on. You're on about because remember you're on about the brother from Newcastle.
Yeah, the Mexican.
Oh, he's my man
Oh, he's
Mexican.
from LA or something like that.
Yeah. Oh,
he was
of course.
like Mexican American or something, isn't it?
Come on, you know they're gonna do that, man. You know they're gonna do that. You know you're gonna have. You know they're gonna do that. But that is a good film. I like that movie.